All right. What's up, folks? Trying to get started today. Oh, man. But yeah, priorities, man. You know, like I said, it's the same thing every day. I'm always having to explain this to folks. It's the same thing every day, right? Practically. We got to get in a routine, man. I'm in a routine. I'm on point. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. All these other folks, you know, they don't have their priorities straight. That's why it's funny because it just shows the entitlement. You understand? I'll explain to you right now what I mean. See, that's the reason why folks can't give me an opinion. Folks can't tell me nothing. Folks can't tell me what they think or what they think I should do, right? Because again, they have no awareness of what's going on. You know what I mean? So me, I just don't pay it no mind or attention, and I stay doing me and pushing forward. You know what I mean? I'd be literally like quoting what people say. These are all statements that other people say, and I just hold people to their word. You know, like I said, these people, they're focused on them. They're all focused on them and what they got going on. You know what I mean? Me, very clear what I need. I need money, I need resources, and, basically I need a ride, just transportation to move around. You know what I mean? Everybody acts like they're so busy, but somehow when it all pans out, I'm doing better than all of them. All of them. Doing better than all of them, bro, by far. You know what I mean? The folks that claim to have some money, like, I live better than you. I do better than all of them. Real talk. The ones who claim to have full scale businesses do better than you. That's what folks don't get. Ain't about how much money you have, partner. I don't mean nothing. It's about who you are, about the power that you have and the power you hold. You understand? When it comes to money, it's how you use that money. Do you know how to turn money into power, or do you just have money and it's not doing anything? You know what I mean? That's why I think the way I think, because it's reality. You know what I mean? Like, that's the truth. A lot of folks don't know how to manage money or use it for power or anything. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if people was real investors or real businessmen or had any business acumen or real knowledge, right, then they would understand what we're doing here and they would just fund it. There wouldn't be any question. It wouldn't be complicated, right? You would just fund it. We need funding. You understand? It would be a project like the Batman project that I've run out my own pocket going on 3 years. It would be a project. Hold on. And that's my whole deal. We need investors, man. We need real investors. We need people who have the money. Doesn't mean they're rich. You're just a placeholder. You're the puppet. It's just what people don't get. You're the puppet for the genius to come in and build something that's going to actually matter. And that's how I look at y'all. That's what y'all don't get. You're just puppets. Oh, you can make up all the stories you want. This, that. It's all fake. It's all nonsense. You understand? All of it. Yeah. You want to know who's a made man? Tyree Sneed. I want to know who's self-made? Tyree Sneed. It ain't complicated at all. You want to know who came up in the street and got all the real street history? Tyree Sneed. Not nobody else. I've been doing this for a minute, homie. Believe me, before I ever put on the bat suit, I'm real as they come. Okay? Y'all do not move like me. You're not built like this. Nobody in the world. And that's what folks don't understand. I stood up to the system. I stood up to the establishment. I stood up to corporate America. I stood up to all the corrupt. And I stood up to the government. Wow, that was too close for comfort. What have you done lately? That's all I want to know is what have you done lately? See, I'm out here for real. Clearly, right? As you can see, it's not easy. It's not easy. I put everything I have into this. You know what I mean? And then you got all these folks like that, right? Y'all serve corporate America's interests. You work for the devil, brother. If y'all work for corporate America, you support the devil, you support Satan, brother. That's what y'all don't get. That's why we were never big on corporate America, never worked for corporate America. Worked jobs to help build people's companies, bars, stuff like that. That's a little different. You know what I mean? And either way, it's just getting my money so I can understand what they doing for real and how it works, and then go invest into myself. It ain't to really be around like that. And you know what I mean? Like, no. Why do all y'all support corporate America? You know you have a choice, right? But they forget they have a choice. They forget that they have free will. God gave us free will, homie. You choose to do what you want. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. And that's the way that we move, and that's the way I live. You know what I mean? I just think it's funny. I do. I think it's hilarious. Y'all think a job is an opportunity. That is crazy. You know, but all of them can't get right. Bunch of can't get rights. Can't get right. Because, you know, corporate America has done so much for all of you. You know, you're all so rich and happy and, you know, like, bro, quit playing. Need better shoes, for sure. They're gonna take all day what they do best. Yeah, we don't wait on you over here. We don't wait for nobody. We wait for Christina. We'll wait on God. That's it. Like I said, man, folks is funny, bro. That's my whole point. It's like, brother, I care less how people want to perceive me, see me, as long as you helping me. As long as you helping me to make my life better and my situation better. If you're not, I go my own direction. We go separate directions, and I don't deal with you. I don't talk to you. That's what folks got to understand. I only tolerate so much. You understand? Like I said, a lot of you folks just be talking to talk. You make up stories. Y'all be some storytellers. Feel me? We'll talk. Storytellers, all of you. Nonsense. None of it exists. You are not that. Believe me. You are not this. They see me come out, I look like a killer. Literally. That's who I am, reincarnated, boy. Come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Got time for you. None of y'all. They don't know how to get moving. Come on. This is why you'll never be me. Right? This is why no one will remember your name. Because you are not this. I said anybody can sit in a couch and talk. What that got to do with anything? Brother, the amount of work that I put in, it's not even comparable. It's laughable. Can't be serious. What? Y'all funny. What? Yeah, you're this and you're that. All y'all so busy. Like, brother, you talking to a dude who been there, seen it all, done it all. I keep explaining it to you. Y'all folks don't move quick. It's too slow for me. You understand? I'm a boss. Like I said, you either put me in the position so I could take everything over, or you don't. I'm too overly ambitious. I know what I'm doing. I can run all these companies better than all these folks in my sleep, easily. None of you know how to do your job. That's the truth. There we go. Boss. Gotta get the knees up. We're not telling space. You're not wrong, right? You would never do this. None of you. This is what it takes. People want to act like talk it. You want to be successful, you got to do it all on your own. When's the last time you did anything on your own? What? I'm telling you, got folks don't even come outside, want to talk about it. Oh my goodness. Y'all hilarious. Want to have an opinion. If you ain't out here doing what I do, if you can't do what I do on these bars, you can't say nothing to me. It's that simple. That's common sense. That's why we let folks talk. People can talk all they want. You understand? It is funny as hell. But like I said, folks don't have their priorities straight. See, if I was in their position and I had a little bit of pocket change, because that's pocket change to me, homie. That's nothing. Y'all could be sitting on 300,000, ain't nothing to me. Nothing. It's nothing. You know what I mean? That's easy money over here. Real talk. For real. I got all receipts to prove it. It's not a problem. So, like I said, I don't have to explain nothing. Y'all all see reality backwards. Reality works one way, forward. I'm the one who succeeded. I'm the one who made and spent all the money. What's up? Like I said, folks funny, man. Feel me? And like I said, these folks, they want to keep ignoring and this and that. Okay, no problem. You know, folks never learn, man. They never learn. It don't matter who it is. All these new folks, they don't understand who they talking to. Like, listen, I get what I want regardless. I'm going to get mine. I don't know about y'all. I'm going to get mine. One way or another, I'm going to always get mine. Like I've been doing. What do you mean? God gonna bless me. Best believe that. God gonna bless me because I earned it because of days like this. Every day, by myself, doing everything. Not a single one of you folks has lifted a finger to help me. That's crazy. Every day, the same thing. Right, because they don't want to see you make it. None of these folks. I don't care who it is. I want to see me make it. They could have been put me on. Like folks do me a favor. Nobody do me a favor. They did what they got to do to promote their business. Right? I just don't get used or taken advantage of. Y'all are silly. It's all because of me. So I worked hard. Harder than all y'all put together. Doing pretty good. That's what I'm saying. Hi. He's cool. What I'm saying, y'all be driving. I'll be running and walking. We ain't the same, huh? Got people like Wes Watson talking about I'm built different. Boy, you funny as hell. That's why people watch. It's all to laugh. All y'all. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Andrew Tate. You're all entertainment. Nobody taking you seriously, homie. For real. None of y'all. You know what I mean? And this changes the playing field. There's another wave. This changes the game completely. You understand? We pay attention. This changes the game completely. It's totally different. It ain't just that fake stuff you see on your TV. This is real. So it's a lot different. Feel me? Turn that nonsense off. But yeah, folks don't get about me. I'm special. You figure out what that means. I'm real special. Yeah, I'm special as it gets. And I'm just independent. I'm the mob. It's different. You know what I mean? That's why they can't understand it, because they didn't think everything I've done is humanly impossible. They didn't think anybody has the heart or courage to do what I do. Brother, I'm the real thing. You should know exactly what and who you're talking to. All of you. You have no idea. I said, it's hilarious. Like I said, all these civilians, they think everything is Candyland. This is not Candyland here. You're looking at the real legend. Okay? That's why, folks trying to be online and say anything about me, you don't know me. What are you talking about? You don't get to tell me who I am. None of that, bro. That's that YouTube stuff. That's that internet stuff. And then they wonder why they're not making money. Them folks, bro, is literally so far from reality. They still talking about the same concepts, entertaining concepts that are completely implausible and will never exist. If you do not have the right mentality, you are not going to make no money. It is that simple. Okay, we've been seeing me make money almost every day of some kind this entire time. I've run the Batman Project out my own pocket. Nobody's done anything for me. Okay, if anything, it's God sending help to me. Right? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And it's still me hustling. I don't care what none of you say. It's called finessing. You understand? I know how to finesse. That's why I get money. Get money. Get green. You understand? Y'all don't know nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. Compare me to any of these posers and these fake little hoods. They don't know how to get no money. That's the problem. So folks be jelly everywhere I go. That's why I stay away from people. You understand? That's why Bruce Wayne was the way he was. Always to himself. You understand? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I don't got time, brother. I don't got time for y'all. You understand? I don't. This nonsense. I don't got time. I don't got enough time. And I don't got enough time. I don't got enough time. What folks don't give. Brother, I can do anything I set my mind to. Anything. I'm a cowboy. Y'all don't get what. As soon as I'm getting the money, what you think I'm gonna do? As soon as I get money, bro, I'm putting on a pair of boots, cowboy hat, taking y'all with me with the camera on video, and I'm gonna go, take classes for all that stuff. I'm talking about rodeo stuff. I'm so unpredictable. Folks be like, "What the hell's he doing next?" Yeah, I'm trying to go into the rodeo. Real talk. They make money, bro. You think I can't do it? I beg to differ. I'm strong. I'm built. If I could learn it, I could do it. You know what I mean? You like, I ain't gonna do the crazy stuff. No, hell no. You know what I mean? I don't need to. I'm not one of them guys. I met those dudes like out at the rodeo in Fort Worth. They be drinking a ton because they have to. Because to do that stuff, I mean, you got to be crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody can type it in the chat if you're here. But yeah, I don't do that. But I'm too tall. At least that's my excuse. Because I sure as hell don't want to do it. I don't know who would. That's crazy. And it's weird because sometimes I wonder, I kind of have the body for it and I move like it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you know how they're like, and you know what I mean? Like, I kind of had the body for it, but it was never my thing, man. Like, I'm sure if I really tried, I could. If it was my goal, that's not a timeline I want to do. That right there is No joke, bro. But there's other stuff, the other little nicer stuff. I'd like to learn it. They'll pay you for every rodeo. They'll pay you. Like I'd have money and I'd be a rodeo star, you know. And like I said, I'm with Christina, but just, little note just to keep in mind, you know how many women flock to them rodeos and flock not them really, but me as good looking as I am, boy, you have no idea, bro. Hold up. But yeah, man, like that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to go like God bless me and give me all the money. I got another download. Basically, one of them, I don't be knowing what to listen to, but I just trust God. But it said basically it's a done deal. It said it's coming, and you folks should know it's coming, man. Come on, bro. I've been the richest, wealthiest man in the world always. Made and spent more money than anyone. I'm literally the richest man who ever existed. To date, still got all the equity and wealth. Like after what I've been through, that's impossible, and I did it. So that's what I'm saying. Folks don't get it. Like you're talking to a rich guy, homie. Y'all, like I said, I don't know what it is. I mean, like I said, I go up to Austin, I can make money quick. But it just depends because it's the same thing. There's a whole bunch of jellyfish out there. Yeah, they'll act when I'm not there. Oh, we like it. No, because when I get in front of you, you got that same mentality. You start being jelly. You get what I'm saying? Well, I don't buy it for a second, but I'm sure there's some people that like me. I'm sure there's genuine people. Austin's a good place, cool place, but I don't want to be out there like that. It's rough. It was always rough. It's getting rougher. It wasn't really rough for me. A lot of times it was beautiful and very safe and nice, but it's changing, man. Everything is just, they didn't take care of the city. So it's Gotham. I mean, I got to go there and fix everything and fix the city with my strengths and my hopefully money and resources. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like you could do it off strength, but you need more than that. You need resources. Why Alfred was telling him they don't need Batman, they need Bruce Wayne. They say they need you, your money, your resources. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told him. You know what I mean? He's trying to protect him. You know what I mean? And we ain't doing that. Batman's gonna always go out and do his thing, but you need money, man. You need money, you need resources. But that's what I want to do. I want to like I don't get I built this platform so we can expand. Why do you think I worked so hard for it? And these folks wanted to stop me because they knew he's too talented. Got too many gifts. He could do everything. So if he get a platform, it's a wrap. It's been a wrap, cousin. It's a wrap. And they know it. And they in their feelings about it. That's all it is. Hell, I think the running helped me. I try not to start too early. I walk a little, but I think it helped me. Real talk. Gotta pay attention. Batman just appeared. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep moving forward. It's just that simple. And that's my thing. I'm not in the business of letting other folks drag me down. This might be a girl or a woman. I can't tell. Yeah, looks like a chick, which is good because whenever dudes are out here, that's when I got to really pay attention. Don't worry, I won't pull a Rob Reck. Good evening, ladies. That boy make me laugh, man. You know, I'm here trying to make you famous, brother. And look at the way you talk. I'm here trying to help you out. You need help. I mean, you really need some help. Boy, right there. He need help, clearly. That boy is ridiculous. Wow, son, where'd you find this? Where'd you find this one? He's hilarious. Not because he's a good comedian, because he's just hilarious. Like the stuff he be saying, bro. You just be like, wow. Like I'll be listening, I'm like my whole face changes. I'm like what? What did he just say? Like, dude just has no filter whatsoever. And then like the way he be like enunciating his words is hilarious. Like, bruh. Bruh. Oh my goodness. That'll be funny. That'll be very entertaining. All right, I don't know what's up with y'all, bro. Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous, bro. Come on, bro. People just, this is what they do, man. They all do the same thing. Like, I'm the magician here. Like, where y'all at, bro? This is what they do, bro. Come on, man. This is the most crucial time. I'm making it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Trust me, I understand. You know what I mean? But I tried to get up. I want to try to get going today. Like, come on, bro. We got stuff to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, homies knew. They knew today what I'm on. They know what I'm on every day. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand people got their own stuff they want to do, but it don't make no sense. How you gonna tell me you're gonna do something and do this, and then like, oh no, I'm gonna go do whatever that don't matter instead? Like what? Like, oh, I'm not doing this every day, brother. Y'all talking about a bus? These people drive. They could literally just give me a ride every day. It's not that much, bro. It's not that much gas, bro. It's not that difficult, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be thinking folks be doing something. They ain't doing nothing, bro. I'm just capitalizing and winning because I'm a finesse. I be finesse the right way. You understand? Y'all take that word and put another connotation on it too. I finesse the right way. You understand? Takes finesse. Everything takes finesse. You know? I was looking at Jake Paul, I think it is. Like I said, Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they'll ever be as YouTubers. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to make him look, how much training you have him do. Always just be a YouTuber. He was never real. You know, look how they made excuses and then they're trying to promote this other dude like he's someone. He ain't nobody either. What's his name? Anthony Joshua or whatever. He ain't nobody. He's not. That's what I'm saying. Y'all still talking about size. He ain't that big. Homie, I know there's dudes in jails and prisons way bigger than him. You know what I mean? There's people all over the place bigger than him. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be really trying to just create a picture and that's not there. And then that's the problem. You got folks think they something they not. There you go. That's police saying hi. You know, so he's in a rush a little too. You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you know, I don't know. We're gonna keep pushing forward, and that's, I mean, see stuff like that. That's awesome. That's golden, man. That's golden. You see how real it is. That's real. That's love. You know what I mean? Real talk. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine that kind of reaction? And then, like, they probably waiting for me to get the transportation I need, right? What I need is like a mini motorcycle that like stays on the, you know, the bike lane and stuff. That's what I need, like a little mini bat pod. That's all I need. And I wish it was like portable. I might have to just invent it, man. Like real talk. Like I'm already looking into designs to build. That's what y'all don't get. I'm already looking at how to build the engines. Like, you know, I can find out what I need. I just don't know how to get it. I don't understand it. I don't know about it. You know, it's weird. It's new to me. You know, and you know, like I don't know if it'd be better to just wait, but I think the money's gonna come. But But that's what that'd be the first thing I'd do. Like if I got the money right now, I'd be making me a trip, right? Um, I'd probably go up north, wherever, right? I'd be trying to get in touch with Christina clearly and figure out where she's at and what's going on. You know what I mean? That's my first priority is Christina, because I love my girlfriend. And outside of that, what else? I mean, I'd go up there probably to New York. You know what I mean? I mean, first I'd come up through San Marcos, like I said. That's going to be what I do regardless. San Antonio, Austin, might go to College Station, and San Marcos. What was the other one? And I'm going to Fort Worth for sure, and maybe spend a little time in Dallas. I don't like Dallas. I try to stay out of Dallas if I can. You know what I mean? The only thing I might do is go in there and play ball. But there's places they'll let you play. You pay like a day fee or something. I did it when I had money. Went in there and played. Them boys couldn't hang with me at all. They was not coming close. It got ugly quick. They was like, whoa. You know, I come in with this do rag. You be thinking I'm playing, and like, you know what I mean? Shut the building down, real talk. Feel me? But yeah, I get up for work just like they do. I get up for work just like everybody. Tired, don't want to get up, but there's villains. It's that simple. There's a whole lot of villains and a whole lot going on. So I got to do what a Batman got to do. That's right. Now pay me, money me, so I can get the job done better, quicker, easier. You can do it, money me. Come on, money me now, money me. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'd come through Fort Worth first of all, real quick, and I'd just figure it all out in one day. I'd talk to them out there. I'd go to the hotel out there, the old school one that all my family history happened. I'd go visit there, probably stay there at least for a night. I wouldn't tell y'all, but and I'd take some videos too. You know, um, part of me is somewhat, I don't know, because I believe in spirits, man. I believe ghosts exist and stuff, so that'd be crazy because, yeah, but I don't know. It makes me a little nervous, but I would like to try it. Um, I think I've stayed there before with my dad, so I mean, he did it, so he didn't have any issue, so why should I? But that's the whole thing. Like, you know, we gonna make it do what it do. Like my deal is that I go out there do that, and one day I'd figure it out. I'd be like, when's the rodeo happening? And I'd start asking questions like, who teaches what? Like I'd figure out who to contact for like classes, and I'd be like, okay, let me find out. You know what I mean? I go get me some boots. I get the whole get up. Go back to my roots. So, you know what I'm saying? Get the cowboy hat. I look like a whole new man. Y'all be like, whoa, bro, I'm a real cowboy. That's what I look the part when I put it on. It looks like crazy. Like my dad when I saw him ride a horse. I never seen nobody ride a horse like that. Not in any movie. Nothing. Dude was in full control. I mean, just knew exactly what he was doing. My dad, and I'm not anywhere near that level. It would take me time to learn, but that's the thing. I'm from the country, but I went to the city, so I had a different, upbringing a little bit, but I still got the country in me. But it's in me. I just gotta, wake it up, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I would do. Trust me, I'll look good in a collared shirt. There we go. Somebody talking. I'll look good in a collared shirt. One of the, what the brands are, and get the cowboy hat. I'll look real good. That's what I need. Give me some boots. I wore boots when I was in Atlanta all the time. Real talk. When I was in the middle of everything, I'd show up in boots. They're like, what the hell? It's a cowboy. Like, yep. You got that one right there, buddy. Yes, I am. They fans, they waving right there, smiling. They was like, that's what I'm talking about. Love. So yeah, like I said, it's getting big. You know what I mean? I don't really be knowing what's going on, so for me, it's crazy. It's good that people gravitate to me and to what I do, but that's what I want, you know. And like I said, I just figured it all out in like a day. I'd get all the numbers, all the information. Who do I got to call for classes? I talk to them. I tell them, hey, I'll be back in a minute, and like, can we get them classes going? You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, even if I did it for like a day, you know, my thing is I'm gonna go. I want to go straight to Christina, and like, you know, like I want to make sure she's okay. You know what I mean? But you know, it all depends. You know, got to see what happens, what's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, at the most, I'd take a day or just a little bit, check it out. I'd do it on camera for y'all so y'all could see. Wouldn't that be cool if somebody was giving me lessons? You know, like the cowboy lessons on how to really do like the real stuff right in front of you, and then like I just do the lesson on video in front of you, and I can make it different segments and edit it and whatever and put it up. Be cool as hell. You know what I mean? I want to do stuff like that. Like that's what people don't get. Like my goal is I want to always be traveling and doing different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, out here, I always try to do different stuff every day, you know, but there's only so much you have access to. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is the same stuff. Yeah. You feel me? And like, so I've been doing the same things for a while. It's not the same. Everything I do is different every day. I try to vary it, but I'm just saying, I would love some variation. You know, it's very necessary. It'd be very nice. But that's the kind of stuff I want to do. Then on to the next destination, right? Probably go up towards New York. I'd come through Boston too. I'd go check out Boston, go out to the local bars real quick just to see what it's about. You know, like check out what all that stuff is like. I'd look into everything if God bless me and give me the money. I'd look into everything I can, man. Real talk. I'd be looking into every opportunity I can, you know, and that's the thing. Like once I can be around Christina and make sure she's okay and everything. Sky's the limit, man. Because I literally like I would just set up shop in these different cities, go up to New York, I'd set up shop, you know, plant my feet and start working, bro. That's what y'all don't get. I go to work on these blocks. I go to Chicago too, go to Chi-Town, go to like a Cubs game or something, just to scout it out, figure out what it's looking like out there. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't get like Batman is real. Like, I'll go to the Cubs game first just so I can see what Chicago all about. I ain't never really spent time. I've been through it real quick. That's it. And every time I tried to move quick because I heard too many stories, you know. But at the same time, like I said, like I ain't worried about Chicago. You know what I mean? We all know my history. You know what I mean? Tougher than everybody there. You know, it's not a tough place. It's the way that it's created and set up. Somebody else waved at me, but yeah, I'd go do that. What is it? Wrigley Field, ain't it? My dad was a huge Cubs fan. I am too. I like the Cubs. I stay loyal to the Cubs. You know, but yeah, I'd go to a Cubs game. White Sox, not really my thing. They cool. Don't get me wrong. They cool. I like them, but I don't know, not really my thing. But yeah, I'd go to a Cubs game. Go scout it out, see what Chicago looking like, Chi-Town. And then that's what I do. I just immediately go to work on them blocks. But I'm talking about real work. You understand? That's the difference. I'm talking about what I do for real, not playing. You know what I mean? So that's what y'all don't get. You know what I mean? I'd give it some time. Don't get me wrong. Like if I got the money right now, I want to be a normal person for a bit. You know, like I'd give it some time. I'd just do normal stuff for a while, take a break. But when I came back, I'd keep training and getting ready. And when I came back with the new suit and everything, and access to motorcycles and whatever I need, boy, like, but that'd be the first thing I do too. I go take that metal shaping class and learn how to build the vessel, the suspension for the vehicles and the bat pods. I want them to show me. I don't care what I got to pay as long as it's halfway decent. I ain't paying you a whole bunch, but show me how to really do it. Like the whole class. Like I'll come every day until I learn like diligently, and I would just focus on that. I'll learn the other stuff associated with it you need, to get everything put together. I'd be well on my way. That way I'm like literally the real thing where I can mechanically build my own bat pods. I'd say how much this machine. They say this and that. Cool. I can buy it, cop that real quick, get that machine, post it wherever I'm at, and get to work. Start building. So I'd be working and then I'd be building it. Building and working with metal like that is going to make me a lot stronger too. That's the thing, and I'm already strong as hell, but it's gonna make me even stronger. So that's what I'm saying. You start working with metal and moving it and bending it, yeah, you're gonna get strong. Other people don't do that. They just let the machine do all the work. I would really want to learn. I want to learn how to do it myself, where I don't need the machine all the time. You understand? I want to learn the whole process, but of course, you're gonna use the machine because it's a lot quicker. You know what I mean? So, and it still take a minute, but that's what I want to do. Like real talk. That's my goal. Get all that going, bro. And then I just start working on my own vehicles, like build everything from scratch. Ooh, spinners, they spinning, they spinning, they spinning. Cadillac on 22. But yeah, like I said, that's my whole thing, man. Sound country is you know what I mean? We be from the country, you know what I mean? We rich, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's going on, you know what I mean? Yeah. We ain't rich right now. I mean, in equity, yeah. That's why I did it, because it's smart. That was a genius move. That way you never got to worry about equity. You already built the whole system infrastructure. I got resources for Bat Caves indoor and outdoor, man. Y'all ain't ready. Like y'all really don't understand. Like I already have everything set up, bro. I got people waiting on me and everything. I got everything built already. So the minute I get the money, that's the last component I need. Last thing, I get this money. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Got access to everything I need, everything I need to do. It's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. Trust, it'll get interesting quick. And if I got money, because they can't stop me, they can't tell me nothing. And that's the thing. Like, boy, y'all don't get it, man. Like, I know how to move. If I really needed some real, sleep, I just go, get me a hotel real quick for a minute out there. Boy, thank you, Ace. Stay with me here, Ace. We're trying to get on this bus here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get on the bus because Batman is poor. That's right. We're still poor. And you can change that. Remember, you all can pay me. You can change. Just donate me almost $1,000 and let's get it over with. You can do it. You can do it. Somebody can give me some money. I think everybody enjoys seeing someone like me who used to be so rich, struggling, honestly. I think they do. I think they enjoy it. That's why I just be letting them enjoy it. Like they're like, look at you now. How does it feel? Now you feel like the rest of us. Look at you. You're out there. That's what they do. The way they talk. You're out there asking for money. Yes, I am. So what? Is it a big deal? Like, what is I'll ask all day? Oh, that's too funny. Look at you out there. Like, yeah, I look good. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. That's all the stuff I want to do. Be cool as hell. Oh, that was funny. I was looking, and they were just like, but yeah, I don't know. That's all the stuff I want to do, bro. All some real stuff. And yeah, I just set up shop, start going to work, and all of a sudden you'd hear in Chicago and New York, that's how it's gonna be. You're gonna hear like I'm going to weird states if I get money. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all won't have a clue where I'm going. I'm talking about I'll show up in like Massachusetts. I'm going to them rich states like Vermont. You know what I mean? Real talk. Y'all think I'm playing. I'll be out there in Vermont as Batman for a minute. You know what I mean? I don't think there's that much going on, but I'll be a superstar real quick. They'll be like, bro, there's a real Batman. I'm gonna go to every state. That's what y'all don't get. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going on a tour, state to state. That way, I just run this state, run this state. You know, I'm gonna take everything over and run it. When I come in your city, I come in your state, it's gonna be a bigger and bigger deal, and then people gonna start waiting, anticipating like which city is he going to next? You know, because I'm gonna just show up. It's gonna be ain't that funny? The like it's gonna be a whole tour. You know, that's what I want to do. That's the way I envisioned it. You know, that was like them dudes that was jelly in jail when they was talking about they like you want to do all this stuff, but you don't want to work out. Like, dude, I just worked out yesterday. Like, give me a break, bro. I'm tired. Like, come on, man. We just trained all day yesterday, and now you want me to wake up and train again? That's not even how you do it. You gotta rest. You know, like they don't know what they doing. You know, to an extent they do, but but I liked it because it was motivation. I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was good that he told me that. And I ended up working out. I ended up listening to him and doing what the hell he said. I had one guy in there. Oh yeah, he was one of the ones that, yeah, I mean, how do I put it? Like, what I'm saying? Like, I was just winning in their period. A lot of sunning and G checking. But he was one of those. But he, at first we were talking and he was like, "What are you saying?" Oh yeah, he said that. He said, "I thought you were thin or whatever, Batman." He's like, "I didn't know like you're swole because like the minute I start working out, my body fills out real quick." And eating that starchy kind of diet, yeah, I get huge. I'm getting bigger right now, but you know, I'm tired, man. It all has to do with that. So, well, man, still going through it. I still feel stuff. I don't know, going through stuff. Hopefully, I'll be all right. But you know, that's what I want. I want all that. I want to do some new stuff and move forward. Try to say hi. Um, I don't know. I think it'd be super cool, honestly. But I guess I don't think y'all understand. Like, if I got money, I'm looking at land. Uh, right. That's hilarious. That's funny, Ace. Some lucky man can have the blessing of donating $1,000 to Batman, right? Oh, for real. That's facts, Ace. But yeah, what was I saying? Um, I don't know. If God gave me the money, I know exactly what I'm doing. First thing, I'm going to the outlets in San Marcos, not McAllen. I don't really. Well, yeah, maybe I might stop at the ones in McAllen right quick. They're a little cheaper. I said it. Actually, I would want to do that. Probably stop at the ones in McAllen. May I don't know. I think once I got going, I think I'd want to get the hell out of Dodge. Well, I probably can't stop there because I'd be taking the bus first. So yeah, I don't think I'm not going to do all that. Stop there just for that? Hell no. I'll probably go straight to San Antonio first. Then stay there for a little bit, figure it out. Right. Go to Austin, stuff like that. I would just move around. But I want to go to Fort Worth, like for real, for real. I'd go to Fort Worth if I had money again. Oh my goodness, going to the stockyards, baby. I'd be at the stockyards every day for a minute. That'd be my thing. We go straight cowboy for a minute. You know what I mean? But that's what I want. Like, I don't know about like living out there. I don't want to live in Fort Worth. But I'm saying I'm happy where I live at. I'd rather live here than anywhere. That's what I'm realizing. Like all these other places, I don't want to live in. There's too much going on, man. Fort Worth is bad. I've been on the streets in Fort Worth. It's rough. That's what folks don't get. Well, everybody else was asleep inside. I was always out walking all night. So I've been all through like underneath that bridge where it looks real eerie and luminous and stuff. I've walked all under that bridge going to wait for the train, 4, 3, 4, 5 a.m. It was before all this stuff happened when you could move around more freely. So I would just be showing up in cities at 2, 3, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., sometimes walk around the city just to waste time. I remember I was doing that out there in like Dallas, I think, and like some other weird part of Dallas or Fort Worth. And I went to this weird pancake house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a whole lot of money at that time, but I was working. I had enough, and I do the trips on the weekends. And the bus tickets were so cheap. I'm talking dirt cheap, like cheapest bus tickets you ever seen. Man, that was a cool time period. When I went up to Oklahoma, remember, real quick, when I was going through it and stuff, and these people were doing all these stuff, but like. I went up to Oklahoma, I went to Tulsa or something, right, and checked it out. Like it was still fun. It was cool. There was a Waffle House right there. Like it was tight. You know what I mean? So, but I just didn't have money. I ran out of money. You know what I mean? So I just got back to Austin or whatever and went back doing what I'm doing. But like back in the day, man, I wish we could get back to that because you used to be able to move more freely. But they changed everything, bro. Now you can't do it. Like you don't want to be out there at night like that. First off, at all. I mean, I can handle it, but you don't want to be out there because ain't nothing going to open until 3 in the afternoon, especially hotel wise. That's what they tell you. Oh, check in at 3 p.m. Boy, that should be a crime. Real talk. That should be an actual crime. That's unreal, bro. That's half your money. Like what? 3 p.m. Check in at 11 in the morning. That's how hotels always done it, at least, if not early. And then no, good hotels be like, nah, you can check in 5, 6 a.m. We don't care. Some would let me check in 4, 5, and 3 in the morning. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. And give me the whole day. I'm paying, you know? But yeah, they messed all that stuff up, man. I miss the good old days when you could move freely in this country and do what you wanted. Now you got to have money. Because that's what I'm saying. Even if you got money, I mean, it was like in Vegas. I kept getting caught out there in Vegas to the point that I thought I wasn't going to be able to do anything. I was just going to be there, and I had a lot of money. Like that's the thing, folks don't get. Just because you got money, don't mean nothing. They still be playing games. That's why y'all talk about all this other stuff. All these companies. These companies played games with my checks forever. That's why I said I'd rather sell all that stuff and get rid of it and get my money in one lump sum like I did at that time instead of having to constantly deal with it. Let's see what's up here. Hold up. All right. I'm back. Hell yeah. I'm a legend. But, but yeah, man. I'm back. What was I saying? I don't know. I got to see what's going on with some other stuff on here too. Like I told you. Mhm. I told you. I told you on here. Told you how it was going to work. But like they still playing games. Every company plays games about everything. That's why I don't like, you know, dealing with them at all for anything. Ridiculous. And it's always concerning money. You heard of? That was a hell of a Batman scream. I give that one credit right there. I am here. All right. Here, I'm going to start a new show, man. Let's start a new one and let's take it from the top, boys. All right. Be right back. Come to the next one, Ace, and talk, please, in the chat.